Welcome back to my channel. It is vlogmas day 6. We are here. So it's a lazy day today. Well, not really a lazy day. It's just I'm a little tired. I ain't gonna lie. So I really didn't feel like recording a new video. So today I'm going to be talking to y'all about flying with a 6-month-old. So she was 6 months at the time. Y'all gonna hear her in the background too. She was 6 months at the time of this video. So this is not our first time traveling together. So the first time I traveled with her, like by plane, was when she was 3 months. I was actually kind of scared to do that just because she was so young, so tiny. She was so little. Quick story time of that first. So we traveled when she was 3 months old. We were going to Georgia to my dad's house, and then we were going to drive to North Carolina to my mom's house. So getting through the airport was cool. It was real smooth. She was really quiet. She slept majority of the time. It was actually a really good experience, like going there. She slept on the plane. I breastfed her. She was literally perfect. She didn't do nothing. So that was easy. We got to Georgia, and my dad ended up saying, my dad was saying that he felt kind of sick. So I was already backtrack. Let me backtrack. I done forgot something. So while we were at the airport, we were waiting to fly. We were at the airport. My mom called and was like, my sister had COVID. And I was like, oh my God. So the only reason I was going was so that, they all could see my baby, because they hadn't seen her. Well, my mom did, but everybody else hadn't yet. So I was almost about to just cancel it. That way I could just rebook for later, and that way everybody can see her at the same time. So long story short, I ended up going anyway. I went to Georgia. I get there, my dad was saying he felt sick, and I knew immediately that he probably had COVID. So we were already at the house. There's 2 other people in the house, my stepmom and my stepsister. So they could have potentially had it, but they ended up testing negative. So yeah, my dad get home, he take a test. He tested positive for COVID. I was so sad. I was scared. So my first instinct was to book a flight and go back home. And that's exactly what I did. We went back home the next day. So yeah, that was a waste of a trip. But we get home, and like maybe a couple days later, I started feeling sick. And then I started noticing that she was getting sick. So I tested negative, and she ended up getting a fever. So I took her to the emergency room, and she was positive for COVID. So we both had COVID. She was really, really sick. It was so scary. Like, I didn't know what to do, but I just did whatever my instincts told me to do, and that worked. Everything I did worked for her, and I was really, really sick. My milk supply took a drop, so it was really tough on my mental. But present day, we did our trip again. We did it again. Everybody was good. Nobody was sick. She was 6 months. She's older now, so it was all good. Getting there was kind of rough because, again, I was traveling alone with her. So I ended up driving to the airport myself. I had to unpack the car alone, get her in her stroller. I ended up getting a travel stroller so that I could travel with it, because her stroller is kind of big. But I had to get her a stroller. I had to go through security. The checkpoint was, first of all, checking my bags in. Well, checking my bags in was cool. Had to get through security. She was like really fussy. She don't like to be sitting for too long. So I had to I had a lot of stuff like in my backpack. I just had too much stuff going on. And I wish I would have just, either checked a bigger suitcase or did 2 suitcases. And that way I wouldn't have to carry anything but her bag. But it's whatever, it happened. So it was kind of rough. I got irritated, got agitated. I went off on the people at the desk, but I think that was on the way back because the people going in Houston airport, they just let me go. Everything was good. It was cool, but going through the security was kind of rough because I had to carry everything. So yeah, I would say like going was cool, but coming back was kind of rough. Coming back, it was coming through Atlanta airport. Atlanta airport is so stupid. Like, it was so stupid. That's where I got into it with the people at the baggage drop. Because they made me, mind y'all, I'm carrying her. She's on me. Like, I had her strapped to me to get ready for the security. So, I was 2 pounds over the weight limit. They made me take all this stuff out of this suitcase. I had to add it to my already heavy backpack. I had stuff already. I had a whole nother bag sitting under her stroller. It was just, I had so much stuff coming back. I was so irritated, and I went off on them at the baggage drop. Get to the security, that was even more rough. Like, it was rough. It was rough because I had so much stuff and trying to hold her. She's heavier now. Like, it was rough. It was so rough. And if anybody knows Atlanta airport, y'all already know. Atlanta airport is irritating in itself. It's just irritating. Like, it's too big. Too many people. They had a threat the day of us leaving at the airport. I don't know what the threat was, but they kept announcing it over the intercom, so you don't even know where it's at. It was just like, I was like, okay, get me out of here. Like, I'm ready to go. Both of us was over it. And then, that wasn't even the worst part. We finally get to the gate, right? We get to the gate, bro. They had done, it was almost time for us to start boarding. Actually, it was about time to board, right? They changed the gate last minute. So I had to figure out a way to get to the gate that we were supposed to be at, which was even further. So I asked somebody for, like, if they knew somebody with the carts or whatever, and nobody could help. And then this man, he had one of the wheelchair people push us. Mind you, I'm holding her. I had to fold up the travel stroller and put it in its bag. So I'm holding the big bag with the travel stroller, my big backpack, and all of this. We sitting in this stroller while the girl pushes us. I was like, oh my God, this is too much. Long story short, y'all, if you can, I would suggest, check everything you can, and don't have nothing but the a travel stroller, which was cool because I was able to like hang stuff off of it, and the baby bag, for real. And you don't even, if your baby's like 6 months and over, you don't even need like a full bag. You don't need a big bag. You just need like a little mini diaper bag, and let that be what it is. Cause I was so over it. Thinking about it now, I was so over it. But I am going to eventually post the video of us getting there and visiting family and all of that and everything we did while we were home. I think we were out there for like 10 days. But today, this was just telling y'all about my experience in the airport with my baby girl by myself. Yeah, next time, it ain't even going to be me by myself. Like, Daddy going to have to come. Because ain't no way.